It's late at night, I have no friends, so I decided to film a YouTube video. My neighbors think I'm insane. Well, that's my windows, that's what I look nice at my neighbors. I really do have problems, I know. But since I have no friends and nothing to do, well, I do have something I should work on the school project, but fuck school, right? Maybe, I don't know. Don't take, anything I say seriously. I am on medication. It's been a long day. I am not feeling well. So, yeah, story time, I got suspended, even though I did nothing wrong. So, this happened roughly last year, which is, 2018. I was in, I was gonna say 8th grade. No, I was in 7th grade, and, yeah, so basically, here's what happened. So, my school has this thing where it's sorry if I'm glitching, by the way, but yeah, my school has this thing where it's we have our, this class that's different than the other classes, and so we're in there for almost the entire day, and so I had gotten into that class, and, I mean, the teachers didn't like me. I don't know why. It's probably because, the school gave me crap in general. Well, they still do. But then, I guess, teachers got word of that, whatever. But, yeah. But then they started to give me crap. And then near the end of the year, we had an overnight field trip coming up. And that'll be important later on. So, me and my group were working on a project. And so I get called down to the office, and actually before that, I should probably go back and give context. So roughly a few nights before that, so I want to say roughly 4 to 5 nights before that, and this a little bit from my New York trip, when I went down to New York, I got mad at my teacher for doing something. I'm not gonna say what, but he knows, and we'll call him Mr. Jack. Yeah, we'll call him Mr. Jack because he's a jackass. So I had gotten mad at him for doing something. I'm not gonna say what. And so I was like, well, if he's gonna do that, I'ma just do something similar, but not similar, if that makes sense. So I decided that it was a good idea. So basically, I know that he on his phone had this app where it's it'll block any callers that considered to be spam or whatever. And I had that same app, and I was like, well, what if I just report his number? Sounds smart, doesn't it? So I went ahead and I reported his number because I was that dumbass. And I was also texting my friend, and we'll call her, I don't know, we'll call her friend A, because I can't think of anything. So I was texting friend A, and so I start screen recording as I'm doing it, because for some reason she also thought it was a good idea. So I'm screen recording this as I'm doing it, and so I tried to send her the screen recording, but I sent someone the screen recording. Hint, hint, wasn't my friend. So I sent the screen recording to my teacher. The teacher I was just reporting. That teacher. Um, so I like put my phone in airplane mode so that I wouldn't deliver, and it said not delivered, right? But me being the dumbass I am, I text my friend while my phone is in airplane mode, and like it says not delivered, nonetheless. So but before it said not delivered, it wasn't like saying not delivered, so I like contacted Apple. So like they just said to just wait it out. So I waited for like an hour and a half for that to say like not delivered. Um, but after that said not delivered, I like turned off airplane mode and just deleted the text and just deleted like the whole conversation area thingy because I got scared that it might send again. But then my friend the next day at school said that she still received those texts nonetheless, and she responded to those texts. Like I received the responses, but only to like some of them. Like she didn't receive all of them. So that means my teacher could have and could not have gotten that text of the screen recording. So anyway, so a few days later, I come back from my New York trip. Everything goes well, and at one point, I am with my group, and we are working like on our project for us. I think it was like our sustainable living project. I don't know. It was some kind of project. And I get called down to the office, and not my. I think he's the assistant principal. Yeah, most likely. I don't know. He's some kind of like office, like high management kind of bitch. He is a bitch a little bit, and we'll call him Mr. Suspension, because he suspended me. So he says that I had supposedly sliced someone with scissors in class. Boy, I had barely been in class that day to begin with. Like, I was like running around like the school trying like fix something because basically I was like taken out of a certain class, and then but like my new schedule had that class listed, but like we have like days like 1, 2, 3, etc. But it was listed on day 9, but we don't have day 9. But like I was still required to be there somehow. It was so I was like pretty much sending around like from like office to my IP case manager, and if you guys don't know what that is, comment and I'll explain. Because like we're trying to like figure out what was going on, because like I had to deal with that day, otherwise like the next day I would have problems, and I don't know if I'm gonna get into that right now, because that's like just a whole nother story. So I was like barely in class that day. It's like it's not like even I would have the you know but I'm like, okay, what? So he's like, well, all we can do right now is suspend you, and that's like the minimum we can do, like an in-school suspension for a day. And I'm like, but I didn't do that. So he's like, well, if you can prove that you didn't do it, I'm like, hell yeah, I can prove I didn't do it. Like I was with like my IP case manager the entire day. No, it wasn't my IP case manager. No, okay, now I feel dumb. That was no, because the thing with the classes was something else. I just remember I was like barely in the classroom that day, but whatever. I'm like, yeah, like here's what I was doing that day. Like I was barely in the classroom. It's certain. I don't even remember what it was exactly that I was doing, but he's like, well, that's not sufficient proof. I'm like, you can call like and ask, like, he's like, well, we have no reason to call because the teacher said they saw you do it. I'm like, so we just live in the world where, like, if someone's older than you, they automatically have, like, fucking control? What? And, like, then your opinion doesn't matter? Bitch, what the fuck? But I'm like, okay, whatever. I did not even want to argue. So, nonetheless, I just accept the punishment. And then the suspension was meant for the next day so that I could go on the trip. But my mom was like, no, you're not going next until I figure out what happened. So we're like, okay, whatever. So we barely understand what happened. So I spent the suspension with my IP case manager, and that's where she comes in. The day after, no, the day after the next day, so like 2 days after, which is when my class left for the overnight field trip. So I didn't go on that trip, and I didn't want to have to explain why to everyone because I just felt really awkward telling them like what the hell our teacher did, and I'm assuming he did that to me, like fake reporting me because I fake reported him, but mine didn't involve something that could get me like legally in trouble. You know what I mean? So, and then the next day, since my whole class was again to field trip, I was with my IP case manager again that day, except I was like free to like go to like my math class, like encore classes or whatever, if I wanted to, since I wasn't within suspension, but I just chose to stay there the entire day because I am that one weird ass kid who just, could go like and take the test and then not have to worry about it later. But I'm like, nope, I'll just not take the test and worry about that shit later with the rest of my class, just to make it seem to the rest of the grade that I was at the trip because I felt awkward. But I'm like, okay, whatever. So my teacher comes back, right? Like on the Monday after, because this is on the Thursday, because this is on the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So Monday, everyone's like back in classroom, whatever. So he just keeps looking at me really weirdly, like as if he thinks I know what he did, and I'm like, hell yeah, I know what you did, bitch. And like this isn't like the first time he's done something weird and bitchy. Because there was a time like he went to like my emails, my personal files, and honestly I don't even know how he was able to do that, the email part. I just know that he did go through my emails. I don't know how he was able to like, I don't know like how, or know what I mean? Like, I know how he did it. I don't know how it came into his mind to be like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? I just don't. Well, I'm like, okay, whatever. And he also went through my personal files and confronted me about a file that I had from like 5 years ago. I'm like, it's none of your business, bitch. But that's like a whole nother video. But yeah. So that's like pretty much like the shorter story of how I got suspended for no reason. But yeah, most of the kids, no, all the kids in my class, except for like 2, know this. No, don't know this, because like 2 of them know the story, and then, no, 1, 2, 3, no, 1, 2, 4 of them, sorry, forgot I had like 2 friends in that class who also know. But yeah, the rest of them just think I was sick. Nope. But yeah, I'm gonna edit this video and upload it because I need something to upload because I have nothing better to do with my life.